Oh, hello there, I'm Lee Sass, and welcome back to sunny Clacton on Naze, and a little view of a little wallop, which is very nice with the, well, it's a little bit nice I guess. It looks like a nice place to live. The freeway in the background's a bit grim. I think there's some trees in the way there to shield that. That's a good idea to do in the real world as well, you know, to have some... Oh, let's get out of this cinematic view. To have like a bank of trees to reduce the amount of noise coming across. Oh no, I guess we could probably just change the freeway along here, so we've got freeway with these sound barriers, but put some trees as well. Anyway, I'll bear that in mind for next time. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, did quite a few things with Little Wallop and various other places, but one thing I left it as was there was a bit of a mess with the roads. So here's a quick summary of some of the things I found. First of all, not roads, but railway. I had a sudden realisation with the railway, which is that you notice here, for example, the whirligig is no longer as it was before, and the reason for that, unfortunately, was because I had this sort of fancy three-way triangle to join up the rails, a bit like this, and what I realised was, if you're not careful, that the minimum, it looks like it's joined. It certainly built the rails across, but the minimal distance is, I think, is the issue here. If you look very closely on some of the junctions, you'll find that sometimes the actual metal rails have not joined, which is what I had over here. And if you've got a city and you know you've got a lot of rail, bear that in mind. Have a close look to make sure they're actually joined. When I had a careful look and said, you know, so there's like a gap here and here, so I had to rework the whirligig and some various others as well. And I think it's definitely a case in point that if you're going to do a lot of rails, then you should probably build the city around the rails almost. You need a lot more room to move them around. So I don't exactly recall what I looked like before, but I know this is different here, this funny little junction here. I had to do a lot of reworking on the rails to make them all work properly. And along with that, some of the roads. So for example, I'm quite happy with this bit over here. This is a bit different. I thought on the overpass here to get into Little Wallop, the second route in, I did this with the slip roads, and it's just something fairly simple. It just means that the people can get on the roads fairly easily. And think about it, this is much what it's like in the real world. Sometimes you have a second one here as well that joins. It's an easy way to get from the bypass into town, and on a bigger road you might have a bigger town, you might have a roundabout here and here. And I just did it because it seemed to work, and it realised, of course, that that's how they do these sort of things in the real world. Another one over here as well. The traffic was building up over here, so I just changed it a little bit. I had these one-way junctions put in so that you can get in, out and in to Armok's Bones fairly easily. So this one only goes out on this way and this way down the freeway, and this one only goes in, and it just reduced the traffic massively because I was getting a big pile up over here, which is still a little bad, but we'll have to deal with that. It's not too bad. We'll deal with that later. This probably needs a bit of a rework over here, but it made a big difference. The other thing is, of course, problem with resources in this game. Remember the oil? Remember the industrial eyesore and the oil under the ground? Yeah, the ores have gone already. It says that there's not actually much ore stored, or oil or other resources stored in the game. It goes very, very quickly. So what I'm going to do here, what you can do is, if I can find it again, it's transport, isn't it? It's connections, outside connections. So in here you can look at imports and exports. The amount of, we had a little bit of ore under the ground here, but if you look on the imports, we're actually importing a lot of ore. So they quickly dragged it out of the ground, and they've already used it up. And then these ore-based facilities are now importing ore, which is not good for our money, really. We're only exporting a small amount. So I think what I need to do is, and I'm getting very little tourism as well, and for some reason, what I need to do is to change some of these at some point into general manufacturing. But I will do that later. I don't think I want to do that now. I've got some other plans for now. You see, the next break point here is 32,000 people. At that point there, I can buy this territory over here to talk about this junction. I was going to do this, fixing this junction over here, and I'll get seaports to improve our industry and various other things. But right now, I need more people. And I want to do that this episode, and I also want to put in here, I want to put in the Expo Centre. Where is that one in here somewhere? That'd be good for business. What have we got here? Science. That's new. Science Centre. Oh wait, well, we won't do this yet. We'll do this soon. What does it improve actually? What is that good for? Inside the science centre, top-notch scientists from all over the world work to find out more about the world we live in. Latest discoveries are presented to visitors in exhibitions. Oh, that could be good. So we could do a little centre over here that has the expo and the science one. Okay, we'll do that, but not yet. Let me try and stay focused here. So what I want is I want a junction off of here and a road coming in, because the expo centre gets lots of traffic from tourists coming in, so they want to be able to get in easily straight off the freeway, and they'll want to have we can upgrade this later, and they'll want to have businesses nearby so that the businesses get the benefits of the expo centre there as well. So if we put the junction about here, let's make an assumption for now. Where should we go into? Go into here? Straight in? Why not? And then we put the expo. What did it make me see? We could have a centre down here. No, we'll put it up this way. It's the road, simple road coming off. Might be off on its own separate road. We'll keep it straight, and we'll just put the expo centre there. But for now, see, I know I usually do this off camera now. You can look at the joy of me trying to join up a new junction on the freeway. So let us pause for 1 second. What I was wondering was, normally I build a roundabout, don't I, like I have in the other places. I wonder if I should put one in over here. So if we look at over here, we do have... This is the sort of one you put in to join in more than one freeways. And of course I don't use much freeways in the centre, do I? I tend to... This is for freeways as well. I tend to use mostly... The freeways connect the cities, and I use... I use 6-lane highways at most in the city, which is possibly a mistake, but that's what I do. But for now, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to build a... Instead, I'm going to build a roundabout over here. Use this one. If we try and keep it central. And what I'm thinking of... That's actually a problem. I don't really want that joining there yet. Get off. By the way, I'm thinking about these roundabouts the other day. Do I always build these going the wrong way? See, I don't know why I do this, but I'm obviously I'm pointing at the screen now. When I drive in the UK, I drive on the left. So when I go into a roundabout, I turn left and I give way to the right. But for some reason, all the roundabouts in the city that I've been building, I build them all going the other way. I have no idea. It doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever to the people, so I'm going to keep on doing it, okay? And oh god, this roundabout's huge. I don't think I mean to make it this big, did I? Is that a bit too big? Well, maybe it is, but I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe at some point in the future I'm going to have a massive expanse over here. If I buy these two territories, I don't know. I don't know how big Clacton's going to get. We'll keep with it for now. If it comes to it, I'll reduce the city size, but there you go. Okay, so here's the roundabout. And the idea I'm thinking of was... Now, which way are these traffic going? It's going this way. Let's get the freeway back in. We'll use the one with the sound barriers. I want straight down. Oh, well, maybe I don't want straight. Let me do this? No, it's going to be too close, isn't it? Let's go back a bit further. There we go. Got loads of money, it's fine. Where's this going to get to? Okay, so we go to about there. I go way across? No, okay. Bend it a little bit. Why are you not going to bend? You don't want to bend very much, do you? Okay, fine. You're just going to be a pest, aren't you? Because I can't delete much more. I'll be off the edge of the map. Why are you being like this game? Come on. You're just being a... Do I dare delete anymore? How much am I going to... Okay, no, I can delete that much. Fine, I can delete that much. I think it's actually possible to delete something that goes off the edge of the map. Ideally hope not. I suppose it's possible. See, this is not what I wanted at all. I wanted a nice straight bit of highway. Why did you do this to me, game? Why don't you let me bend a little bit? Fine. Be like that if you're going to be like that. Yeah, you're just awkward, aren't you, really, quite frankly? Although, it's probably just my roundabout's just too huge for it to be work properly. Oh, I saw you. Fine. Okay, so now we've got... It's going the right way. Okay, so the idea here is that, for now, we're just going to have one road joining in, but we can have more than one road joining in. No, don't want that one. I want the 4-lane. Oh, what? Why? You're making a monkey out of me now. Let's go to straight roads. Maybe you'll mess up less. Okay, so the idea is that you can easily, you know, come off of the freeway and onto the freeway at different points using slip roads, and we've got the option to expand out other roads off here because of the size of the roundabout. That was the plan. It was a good plan. It really was. Right, now, just the execution was terrible. So if you were coming off of here, you want to be able to get off of here onto here. I'll be on the... See, to me it makes no sense to join onto the inside of the roundabout, but I guess you could. Would that be so terrible? It probably would be. Maybe if we do like this... That's so bad? Not really. Take up a lot of room, but you know, maybe I can change this later. So we can get on and off. That one's coming... That one comes on to here. And you want to get off again, so you go over here. Like that. And then this one comes back on again. You come into here. Like that. That's okay, isn't it? That's alright. Yeah. Right, okay. That's that done. And then so we can get onto here fairly easily. And then we put the expo... Let's put the expo centre down now. On... Why do you want me to turn it around? I don't want to... I want it the other way. I want it... If I turn the map, maybe it'll let me do... Ah! No, don't... Why? I guess it's the way the entrance is arranged on this thing. Okay, let's have it this way. I'll be able to see it from the road then. There we go. And hopefully this thing will also help with the... well, this road here will help with the traffic coming into here. Right, so what do we want? We want businesses near this thing, don't we? Let's put down... Well, first of all, let's upgrade... Well, we can upgrade the roads in a minute. Let's put down some nice tree-lined... let's put them over here. I want some pleasant avenues for the business parks around here. Like that. How are you doing anyway? I hope you're having a good Easter. Maybe you don't celebrate Easter where you are, but that's what I'm on right now, where the kids are on. The Easter holidays. And it's been quite nice to have them home for a change. To a certain degree. They're not causing too much trouble or using up all my Wi-Fi. If you are on a break, I hope you're having a good one. Let's upgrade these here. Everyone needs a holiday once in a while. There we go. So we're going to put in over here, we're going to put in some... Well, offices, obviously. And a little bit of commercial. That's actually quite a lot of commercial, but okay. There we go. And we'll power it all up. Straight across to... That's awful, but okay. I guess we're going to have to do like this because... I guess we could... if we don't put a power connection down this way, we'll do that instead. But we'll do that for now. And then we need some water. Good stuff. So that'll do that up there. So now, oh, we should start it running again, shouldn't we, really? I mean, we're only pausing while the freeway is being done. So there's the expo centre. That's done. Oh, was it edutainment, really? Edutainment for citizens and tourists. So hopefully we're going to get some more tourists in, is what I'm hoping. And I think we should probably put a few properties over here as well. So we have got some people living over here. In fact, I wanted a curved road actually, but never mind. There we go. We can put some dense... What am I doing with this road here? I'm not quite sure. I'm just building it, but I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. Well, I'm thinking of we can put some... That's ugly. That's really dreadful. Let me start that again. I'm not building a curved road there. What the heck am I building? I don't know. Sorry about that, very awful. So, I'm, are they 6 lane? They're actually 6 lane, aren't they? I didn't really want 6 lane. I just want to put some dense residential over here. So people have got somewhere to live. The people are working over this way as well. Well, what we're going to call... I haven't actually thought we're going to call this zone over here. I'll have to think about that in a bit. And that is fairly dreadful as well. Let's just correct this now, because that is far too close for a junction. Yes, it's still fairly offline. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Probably the same thing that's wrong with me every day. I don't know, I have to come up with an appropriate name for this dreadfully designed area over here. I was going to put some... oh, you poor people. Some dense people. Dense commercial over here. Not commercial, residential. Give these poor people some water. What am I doing? The question I often ask myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. And it's, I guess we're almost like building a little town over here, but I think I'll worry about the main services a bit later on. We'll put on the basics for now. We'll give them the usual fire and health and... What's the other one? Police. Yeah, police. Put them over here as well. And maybe even power them up, if we're feeling generous. And how about a nice park over here? People are relaxing over this way. Let's give them a park to go to as well. Oh, actually, look, the value's actually fairly good over here already, because I guess because of the expo centre. Well, that makes a difference to these poor people park. Well, that makes a difference to only to offices over here. Because the expo centre, I wonder if it could improve residential as well. How are we looking over here? It's very nice. There we are. Very artistic looking building. Lovely. Okay. And demands are still reasonably high. Everyone seems fairly happy. So what about this? Should we just build the science centre? How much would the science centre? Should we just put it over here as well? Would that make things even better? What if that should be near the 20,000? I've got money per week. I wonder if that's if it should be near industry. It should just be near. I don't know. What if that should be near the university, really? I mean, the university is over here, isn't it? Isn't it? I think I've stuck it in the middle of the city, haven't I? That's the hospital. What's this? Go away. That's the fire station. Where's the university? Police? Clacton Polytechnic. There it is! Okay. Well, we could put it... What we could do... Will this become too busy if we do this? Let's have a look. Hold on, right. If I build this one out of here... It might be a bit too much for this roundabout system. But I think we'll do it for now. What I'm thinking of is... No. About there. What's wrong with the space? What do you mean space will be occupied? How could this say? Right, okay, what we'll do is we'll build it in... Because of the wiggle of the road, I guess. What I'm thinking of was... Is there like a hill there? That's very nice. Like that. Probably a bit too steep there, really. It's just change that a little bit. Yeesh. Ugly. Why are you going to do this, mini roads? Come on. Just join in properly. Do a straight bit. Oh, I'm not happy with that, but never mind. I was thinking was, we can do another centre over here. We can have this building... It's not a million miles away from the university. It's near industry. So we can expand out a little bit over this way. I know you need water and power and stuff, just don't whinge. We can have another road that comes down here. Because we're near industry, we're near commercial, and we're quite near the university. This is possibly going to be too much. Okay, what we can do... Hold on. And we'll go for a straight roads again. Rather than joining over here and cause even more, we can... More congestion, rather. Come on, don't be a pain. Ugly, ugly power lines, so we can put in a little bit more commercial over here, because we've got demands for it. What am I looking for? Yeah, this episode wasn't planned out quite as well as my was it? Never mind, please forgive me. It's not my intention to be so vague all over the place. What I really want is the is more tourists. That was the whole point of this. Well, not the whole point of this city, but it was part of the idea. And I've not really achieved it, have I, so far?